Yeah. Don't push that, buddy. Hey, Dennis. My kitties. Hey, Michelle. Were you able to play the replay yesterday? Hey, Mom. It's raining, but I think I still have enough signal today. I'm struggling with a stomach virus, so it's not going to be possible to go sit in my car. I'm doing well. Little stomach issue, but okay. How are you? Oh, gosh. That's so weird. Michelle, the link I sent you on Twitter, it goes to an interview with Danielle Laporte and really sums up a lot of what we were talking about yesterday. You're still in bed? See if I can get us turned around. Hey, Catherine. Oh, my. What's happened to my camera? That's weird. I don't. I have a wheat thing, but I have white rice. Hi, Jana. Hi, Melissa. So we're doing the whole white rice thing. So, okay. I'm okay. I got a little stomach issue. Android. Yeah, it's an interview with Michelle or Marie Forleo. Oh, thanks, Catherine. And she really just bottom lines. Good morning, Cynthia. I do have some ginger ale. Yeah, rain. So the link talks, Marie Forleo interviews Danielle Laporte, and she bottom lines the desire map process in about a 20-minute interview. So that's what we talked about. Okay, that's really all we were talking about yesterday. Good morning, Linda. Yeah, it's a good summary. It's a good short summary of the process. Yeah, I'm on my third day of a stomach thing. So, hopefully, yeah, it's a good book, and you can get all her books on, Kindle or Nook. So for today, let's see. There's a new Desire Map workshop coming up, but ticket sales end October 10th. The classes don't start until October 20th. I cut ticket sales off at least a week or so in advance because I have to mail you a hardcover or a paper copy workbook, like an actual workbook. We don't do electronic ones because I feel like you need to physically write. And oil samples because I use Young Living oils. Oh, I have a kitty. Hello, kitty. His feet must be cold. So today I wanted to, first of all, recommend this book, Big Magic. It's new right now, so it's not too expensive for a hardcover. It's like $13. Yeah, here's his butt. It's good. It's really good. There's nothing new under the sun, as we know, right? But I like how Elizabeth Gilbert writes. Yeah, on Amazon it's like $13.75 right now because it's just released this week. So today's reading, and then I want to read you something from the book Big Magic that fits. You know how we've talked about, yeah, here you guys. There's a screenshot for that. And if you feel led to a workshop, you can take a screenshot of that. My license runs out the end of December. I have not decided yet if I'm going to re-license myself or just create my own workshop. The pricing structure would still be about the same either way. Okay, so if I get off track, somebody remind me that I want to read you this, then from the text, then from the Big Magic book, And then I want to tell you something that relates to how we've been using life as a mirror concept. Buddy, you're going to knock my phone off. Yesterday it was toddlers. Today it's tabbies. Get out of here. September 25th. In love was I created, and in love will I remain forever. What can frighten me when I let all things be exactly as they are? Okay, the only thing that frightens us, beyond a bear chasing you and obvious survival stuff, is our thoughts. We scare ourselves to death with our thoughts. So, good, he's gone. I love him, but geez. In love was I created, and in love will I remain forever. What can frighten me when I let all things be exactly as they are? And that's from the workbook, lesson 268. Does anyone know, is anyone on here familiar enough with the Bible to know the verse that it says something about being in God or maybe in Christ and you don't have to fear anything? I'm so horrible. I should know my Bible better. In all things, no, it's not that one. In all things are possible with God. Or it's not that one. I'm an idiot. Never mind. I'll look it up and bring it to you tomorrow. It's something about a fear thing. It might actually be something Paul said. I don't know. Let's skip that part. Right. I'm like, just forget it. I'm a little off kilter today, so. Okay, so it's lesson 265 in the book. Pretty short. Yeah, let's just skip it. Creation's gentleness is all I see. I have misunderstood the world because I laid my sins on it and saw them looking back at me. So sin meaning judgment. When you lay your judgments on other people, you just get them mirrored right back to you. How fierce they seemed, and how deceived was I to think that what I feared was in the world instead of in my mind alone. Today I see the world in the celestial gentleness with which creation shines. There's no fear in it. Let no appearance of my judgments obscure the light of heaven shining on the world. What is reflected there is in God's mind. The images I see reflect my thoughts. Any conflict I see reflects my thoughts. Any struggle, any fear is just reflective of my own thoughts. Oh, he's back. And that means the good stuff too. Okay, so the good stuff you see reflected are your positive areas, things where things are going well. And the negative stuff is also reflected. The good part is it's in your control to change. My mind is one with God's, and so I can perceive creation's gentleness. The gentleness at the core, which means also gentleness to ourselves. In quiet would I look upon the world, which but reflects your thoughts and mine as well. Let me remember that they are the same, and I will see creation's gentleness. So sometimes when you're doing a personal development path or a spiritual growth path, you can get a little judgy toward yourself. And I would encourage you, I'm actually skipping out of order, but let me just say this. I would encourage you when you're thinking about life as a mirror to recognize that the people in your life that you like, that you enjoy, are reflective of parts of you too. When you see something in another that you admire, it means you have that too. So the thing about you spot it, you got it, using that as a tool to recognize where you're hard in your heart or judgmental against other people, it's also for positive, right? So we've been judgy. Linda, stop it. Just stop it. Stop being judgy. Right, we'll do it. We'll do the Bob Newhart thing. If you guys want to Google that, it's Bob Newhart Mad TV. It's a hilarious skit about a therapist telling his client to stop it. Okay, so I was a little concerned that we've done a lot of heavy work lately, and it's all been focused on, in a sense, correcting flaws in yourself. There's no flaw to correct. You're not broken. You're not flawed. You're only... I don't know why. Stop it. Stop it, Linda. Just stop it. You're only correcting these things because you want to live a different experience. You want to be in the world and live in the world and move through your relationships in a different way. So one is not better than the other. It's just a choice. You're choosing a different experience, one that you may not have experienced before. If you don't like being happy and having great relationships, you can go back to what you're doing now. But the point is, the good is reflected and the bad is reflected and the middle of the road is reflected. And when you see people you don't like, that's reflective of something in you. But when you see people you do like, that's reflective of something in you. When you see people that you love and you, on Periscope, if you hear things that you enjoy or you found people that you resonate with, that's you too. That's you too. Give yourself credit that you are a loving person already. You're already a spiritual person, or you wouldn't be floating around in these circles. You're just wanting to do and experience life in a different way. Right, because that's what we do, right? We just like shit on ourselves constantly and beat ourselves up. And we're raised in a culture that says you're broken from the beginning and you've got all these things you need to fix. And then therapy is helpful, but also the therapy culture has done damage in that it has made people feel like they're broken. You've done the reflecting thing with negative things. So, okay, good. Because that's what occurred to me this morning. I was like, we've done a lot of heavy work, and it's all been focused on things we want to change in ourselves and things we want to own, like the shadow work. But there's also a time for light work. You do a little shadow work. If you stay there too long, yeah, that's not good either. Balance. Maybe we should say that. There's balance in your work in this world, which is never done. Okay, that can be a hard pill to swallow sometimes. You're never done. You're not ever done because you're always changing. You can't stop a river flowing. Yeah, things were feeling a little... The Celebrate card. Do some light work to balance out. Michelle, what deck are you using? The Celebrate card. You guys have been here every day and listened and talked about some difficult concepts. Yes, Linda, you've been diving head first into things. But be sure you aren't using your work of acceptance and compassion to your shadow as a way to beat yourself up. If your habit is to beat yourself up, make sure that you haven't just turned the knife that you stick yourself with a different direction. Okay? So, for anyone who wasn't here, about a week and a half ago, we talked about using life as a mirror and taking an inventory of all the people that you don't like that trigger you. Vintage Wisdom Oracle. Ooh, that sounds cool. You should do a scope and show us your cards. Okay, I don't know that one. That's cool. I just got the Kuan Yin Oracle deck that's been being used a lot. I got it yesterday, so. Our minds are sneaky, right? Oh, they sound beautiful. Anything with the word vintage in it's going to be beautiful. Including those of us over 40. Entering the vintage realm as we are. Our totally awesome vintage selves. So, yes, Michelle, have you done any scopes? Get on there today and show us your cards. You don't have to show us your face if it makes you nervous, but it would be cool if you did. In my Desire Map workshop, I ask attendees, I've started asking them, to open our class with, just 2. Do another one. Do another one. Yeah. Michelle, would you put the name of the cards up again? I was wondering if today might be a good day to make a list of all the people that you admire. So do the opposite of what we started about a week and a half ago. and make a list of all the people that you like. So, and list out what you like about them and recognize that you wouldn't see that if it wasn't in you too. So, have fun with that one. That'll make you feel great. There has to be balance. So anyway, I've been asking my Desire Math workshop people to open the conversation with a brag and a gratitude. So something they can brag about, because we don't really get the opportunity to brag about the good stuff. Like I got an article, an author, a writer for Katch.com interviewed me, and the article came out. I put it on my Facebook page and stuff. I was super proud about that. It feels really good to be getting the word out there about self-care, and I was super happy about that. But there's not that many places where you can brag about those good things. So let me know if you can while we're talking. There you go, Linda. There, you can take a screenshot. Vintage Wisdom Oracle by Victoria Mosley, Moseley, for those of you who are driving and listening. Think of something right now, if you can. I'm going to read to you out of the book Big Magic, and this has to do with healthy arrogance, which is something that one of Danielle's people talks a lot about. Oh, cool. I'm going to be home laying on the couch all day, so I'll turn my alarms on, so I'll be there. I would love to see them. Yeah. So tell me something you're proud of. Give me something that you want to brag. Let's share that with each other. So I told you that I got an interview written up in Catster.com magazine. I think it's .com. Anyway, so what are you proud of? Let's share that with each other. Let's pump each other up a little bit. And, healthy arrogance is something that one of Danielle's team did a class on once. She talked a lot about healthy arrogance. It's the ability to say no when you need to say no without guilt. It's the ability to recognize that you have value too. Not just your kids, not just your husband, not just your clients, not just your rescue animals, dogs and cats, what have you. Some people do farm animal rescue. It's a little more than I want to take on. I got plenty of cats, and one on the way. My mom's coming out in October, so we can scope together. That'll be fun. She's bringing another cat to live here with us that we took and then didn't work out. We're going to try it again. Okay. We focus so much on others' accomplishments. You pull the card, Blue Bobcat, pulled a card from Mala Beads and got soul shivers. I'm pleased I can tap in more often. What is it, like a one-line summary of what soul shivers means? And let people know what deck you used. You may have put that and I missed it. Mom, you could do a scope of your cards today too. If we're going to have a card sharing day. Linda, have you bought cards yet for fun?